right. Well, first of all, something that I also asked Kurt was this is a week where you guys didn't have a midweek match unlike the week before on like the
Yeah.
next 2 weeks. So he mentioned that was something you guys maybe kind of talked about is getting a chance to breathe before this busy stretch.
No, yeah.
What's it been like for you and the guys having that moment?
No, yeah, it's been pretty big because, the past 2 weeks we've had a span of 5 games. So it's been a lot on the guys, but good thing we have a lot of depth and we always have a lot of players coming off the bench to keep the standard high. And I think that's a really good thing going into playoffs, longer into the season, because I think that will be huge for us going forward.
For you personally, I mean, I don't know, with Richard starting the first few preseason matches, obviously it kind of looked like he was still going to be the guy, the number one. But then at the end there, you kind of overtook him. How have you felt these first few weeks, getting that run as the starting goalkeeper?
Yeah, it's been amazing. In college I was a starter all 4 years. To come here, my first year, I was kind of, the backup for Richard. He's a great mentor. I look up to him. Getting the nod for my first start was pretty huge, and I've kind of gotten into my boots a little bit more, and I feel a lot more confident going into the season now.
The team that you guys are going to be facing this weekend, Lexington, one of the, kind of like you guys, honestly, both teams, but Lexington is one of the leaders in sort of shots taken. You're probably going to have some really talented players, some storied USL players coming at you, taking shots on your goal. How do you feel ahead of a match like that? When, it's going to be that challenge.
Exactly. No, yeah, we're not taking them for granted. They might be on the lower part of the conference in terms of points, but they have fast attackers, fast wingers, so their offense is really dangerous. And if we're caught sleeping, they can easily punish us at any time in that game.
And at the same time, you guys have kept 2 straight clean sheets in the league, 3 in all competitions. I guess the defense has really kind of, at least early in the season, been pretty solid. How have you and the guys felt back there?
I think we have a strong connection. Like I've said in the past, we have 3 veterans in the back with Danny, Mitch, and Krog. And to only give up 1 goal, and not even in the run of play, it was a PK. I think that speaks a lot for our back line and our defense and what we focus on.
As a hometown guy, starting out, you've had 3 straight games of, basically 2 clean sheets, only giving up the 1 penalty kick. Is this exceeding your expectations?
I wouldn't say it's exceeding my expectations, but I worked really hard for this. With Juan La Madrid and the other keepers as well. This is what we've been working for all season, preseason. So it's not. I wouldn't say we're surprised by it, but I definitely want to keep rolling on this momentum, because it's there's going to be highs, and we're enjoying that right now. But there's also going to be lows. So we also got to keep on working and keep this going.
With as well as y'all have been playing defensively, do you think it's only a matter of time before the floodgates open and you start pouring in some goals?
I hope not. I think defensively we're just such a unit, and we're always on the same page that we're going to be a hard team to score on this year, I feel like. So defense is what we break on, in the huddle. So like I said, it's going to be tough for any team to come in, especially at home, and put one past us.
And this has been like a crazy month for everybody. So how do y'all mentally and physically come out of this tunnel end of this month?
Yeah, it's a lot of it's mental. Bodies are a bit roughed up right now, but I think the week off with no games has been a lot of help. People getting to take off, and then we got like 2 days off, hot baths, cold baths. So we've had a lot of time to prepare our bodies for this game Sunday against Lexington.
And how is the team together, working through that, to get this last few games left?
Yeah, we have a long stretch right now. We have Lexington on Sunday, then we have the Open Cup against Tulsa, and then right after that we're going to California, and we're on a 2-week stretch there. So I think it's just going to be very smart for the guys to really take care of their bodies and what we're eating and diet and how much we're working. The coaches they know that, so they're taking that into effect. So they're really putting us through not too hard of trainings, but good enough.